Okay, well, we're going to try and do this today. Trying to make sure everything's working. And I need to make sure you guys have sound. So I'm going to check something here real quick. Okay, well, we're going to try and do this today. Trying to make sure everything's working. I need to make sure you guys have sound. I'm going to check something here real quick. And it looks like we do, but let's just make sure. I don't want to do this and have like no sound. So this is like my first scheduled stream. So please bear with me here. And it looks like we do, but let's just make sure. I don't want to do this like my first scheduled stream. So looks like everything's working. Yay! Okay, so what we are doing today is we are going to try and clear up some of the issues with the after the latest update. Okay, so what we are doing today, and where am I getting? Hold on. Oh, I know, I got more than one window open. There we go. Okay. I was hearing myself where I shouldn't be hearing myself. Okay, so. Uh-oh, we're getting attacked here. Well, okay, fine. You want to be that way? That's fine. I'll take care of you. How come your own people always get in your way? I want to know that. Oh, only one? Okay. So we're going to try and figure out the whole Echo Locators, dissonant systems, all that stuff. Dissonant locators, and you name it. Dissonant resonators, you name it. And as you can see, the system I'm currently in is a pirate-controlled dissonant system. Now, I'll get back to that a little bit later, but I was watching a video from Bebopum, and he was able to point out that if you're in one of these systems and you go to the Corrupted Sentinel planet, you actually can shoot the resonators on the surface of the planet and you will not get attacked by sentinels in your ship. So that comes in handy, but we're not going to do any of that right now. We're going to pretend like, hey, I'm trying to find one of those systems. So we're going to go into the map here and we're going to start searching systems. And why does it look like I have a filter on? I don't want. There we go. So you'll see here, like this one here, it says 271 light years, and it says water. So what you're looking for is one that says dissonant. And there we go. Here's one in a developing system, and you'll see it clearly says dissonant right there. It's a weird named system. I don't know if this has maybe been named by somebody. Let's find out. That's what we're looking for, and we'll see what kind of planet we have in this system. And of course, the freighter battle. Alrighty then, so we're going to kind of ignore this. I don't really want to deal with this right now as we go through this. So let's, I know what we'll do. We'll call the anomaly. And we will fly into the anomaly. And I think when I come out, I'll be fine. I just don't want to deal with that right now. But if that doesn't work, I'll take them out and then we'll go from there. Just for kicks, I'm going to go over here and let's find out if I have, yeah, I have multiplayer disabled right now, so I'm going to leave it like that because when you're doing some of this, you're probably better off having multiplayer disabled. I just want to go and see if we have anything new coming up here from the Quicksilver guy. And not yet. Okay, so now let's go into our ship and we'll fly back out and we'll see what happens here. And I think we got rid of the little battle. Okay, so now what planet is the one that we want? Not that one. And yes, the battle's still going on because I can't see the planets here. So let's just go. I think we're going to have to actually go do this, but maybe not. Well, then if you're going to be stubborn, I know what we'll do. We'll just go find another one. It's not cooperating here. Well, in case, all 5,000 of you that just got here late didn't see what I did. But I want to check this system out. So let's, for now, I'm just going to fly over to this one and fly back, and then I think I'll be okay and I won't have the little ship battle going on. I have an S-Class freighter. I don't need it. What's really funny is I have an S-Class freighter in my PC save, which is not my first original save. I don't have an S-Class capital freighter on my main PlayStation save. But I do have an S-Class freighter, just not the capital freighter. So now let's see if we can just go back to the other one. Yep, there it is, I think, yep. So we're going to go back and I think that'll take care of our little freighter battle. If not, then we'll do the freighter battle. Okay, they're going to make us do it. So let's go get these guys. They want me to fight them, I'll fight them. And what I like to do is sometimes I'll shoot at them till their shields go down and then I'll hit them with a missile. But you don't really have to because they're not that hard. There we go. I don't think I've actually been killed in a dogfight since early stages of this game. Whoa! Oh, I probably just made that freighter mad. And one more down. That it? Wow, that wasn't very many. Huh. Okay, so Let's see if I can see my planets now, or if I have to actually go in there and do this. Nah, there we go. Okay. So, now let's find the planet we're looking for. We're looking for one with corrupted sentinels, and look at that, we found it. Now this is a temperate planet. Now this will be a good planet to kind of show you what you can do to eliminate the sentinels and have free reign over the whole planet without having to worry about a fight. There we go. So as you can see, this is a temperate planet with corrupted sentinels. Now some planets will be a corrupted sentinel planet, but you will not find spaceships. It'll be one of those exotic planets, the one with the anomalies that you could pick up and put in your own camp, the bubbles and all that. But you can still go to those planets and get the Echo Locators. You just won't find a Sentinel ship on those planets. Okay, now this one here is not exactly the best kind for what we're going to do, but I think we'll be okay. Ideally, you want to find a fairly flat planet with no large trees if you're going to be trying to find these dissonance resonators from the air. But now we have to worry about sentinels on this planet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to land and show you my favorite way of finding these guys. But like I said, this planet might not be the best one. Okay, here. Let's get our freighter in the system. So we're going to get our exocraft. This is what I do. And I found it very, very easy. You will go up to the dissonance resonators and you will... Oh yeah, this is going to be a horrible planet. Why couldn't I have gotten a nice flat planet? For a matter of fact, I think maybe it was a sign. I should have gone to a different planet anyways. So yes, we could look around this planet and try and find what we want, but a flatter planet's a little better. Now let's just kind of go up here though and make sure that this isn't just a certain part of the planet that's like this. Maybe we can find a good flat location, but it doesn't really look like it. So you know what? We're going to go find another planet. And let's see, let's get our map out here. Now as you can see, I happen to be in Euclid today, which is not where I'm always at. I like to go to as many galaxies as I can the cheating way by going to the anomaly and hitching a ride with somebody that's at the anomaly. So let's find another dissonant system. Okay, here we go. Dissonant, sustainable, Corvax. Let's see what we get here. Hopefully we'll get a planet that's at least halfway flat. You could continue on that other planet and you'll find what you need, but it's just harder on a planet like that where there's no flat ground. So let's find the planet we want. Oops, there's something there, didn't we? Okay, that's not it. And that's not it. There we go. That's the one we want. Corrupted Sentinels. Now this is a rotting planet. I believe it would have ships and all that. But I'm still finding out which ones do and don't. But you may not be able to get a ship from a planet, some planets, but you can still get the Echo Locators and all that. And oh my goodness, what is this? Combat Day? Shields down. Get him with a missile. There you go. Okay. Hostile ships defeated. Now it looks like I came into an area. Whoa, don't go into the water. That is all ocean. When that happens, what I do is I will usually go here, scan for a trading outpost, and just go to the trading outpost. Because you know you'll have land there. And there we go. Okay, this planet will work. It's got enough flat ground. Let's see if we can find something. An area that's a little bigger. Well, we should find what we need right here. So we'll land, and I'll show you my preferred way of... Oh, look, we even landed right in the right place. So we're going to walk up to this guy first. And what's really funny is they don't get mad at you. You can even run into these guys with your exocraft and they won't get mad before you start shooting at this guy. Okay, so this one has an inverted mirror. So you can see there, Dissonance Resonator, inverted mirror. If it had an Echo Locator where it says inverted mirror, it would say Echo Locator. So what I like to do, I just found for me it's easier, and also it comes in handy because while you're searching for, oops, guess we gotta bring our freighter here. There we go. When you're searching for echolocators on a planet, you can also gather radiant shards. And radiant shards, you put them in an extractor and you get nanites. So while I'm out looking for the other guys, I'll shoot up a bunch of these things. Once in a while, the Sentinels will notice you and you just drive off. You're fine, no big deal. So what I do is I'll hit the scanner thing and you'll see everything pop up there. And we'll look for the icon for a Dissonance Resonator. And, oh, there's one over that way. So what I do is I drive around. Oh, it looks, we even found a grave. But here's our first one, and as you can see, I'll run right into it. I'll climb all over it. They don't get mad. So this has an inverted mirror. Now, you want to collect these too, because 10 of those is about almost 1,000 nanites. So we'll go ahead and take care of this guy now. This will anger them a little bit. So all you have to do is drive away, and within 20, 30 seconds, sometimes less, they'll ignore you. So we'll keep driving around and we'll look for another one. And this is what one reason why I like being in the exocraft is while you're out, you can just, get some of the other things that you know are going to come in handy. And I missed half of that. Maybe you need carbon. Maybe you need pure ferrite. You can gather that while you're doing this. Now, one thing I would normally do is, of course, stop and scan all this stuff, but we're not going to do that. I'm not worried about it. But I will collect radiant shards. And in a little bit I'll show you what you get out of those. Okay, now let's see if we can find another one of those dissonance resonators. We got to find one with an Echo Locator. I have Echo Locators in my inventory, but the whole point is to show you how to get one. And hopefully I didn't, you know, I've noticed some planets have more dissonance resonators than others, and some have a better ratio of echolocators to inverted mirrors when you do find them. But usually if you're patient... Okay, there's one over this way. I'm going to go ahead and shoot these because this is what I do when I'm doing this. And it was over this way. But I think to me this is my preferred way, even compared to going to a pirate control system and shooting them from the air, because it just seems like they don't spawn in as well when I'm flying. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. So let's see what this guy's got. He's got an inverted mirror, but yes, we're going to take it. Now, if you hang around here too much, these guys will kill you. So I don't want to deal with that right now. So let's find another one. Let's see how many it takes here. Whoa, hello. One thing I like about this game is you can do anything in this exocraft and you won't die. And as you can see, the swarm is hunting for me. They're not going to find me. I've yet to have them really come attack me later on. Okay, so let's keep going. So what's that, 3 we found so far, or is it 2? I can't remember. So let's see if we can find an echolocator. Once we find an echolocator on one, then I'll show you what you do next. And usually what I'll do, and I'm not doing it here, so let's do that. I try to go either north or south. Unfortunately, one thing kind of I wish they would add in is an east and west on the compass, but they only have north and south. So I go north or south just because it's easier to make sure you know where you're at. Okay, here's another one over this way. You can tell by the icon. Let me kind of point that out in case somebody's not sure. Okay, there's the icon for a dissonance resonator. And there's the icon for radiant shards. So that's the difference there. So let's see what this one's got. Inverted mirror again. Okay, well, don't pass them up. Doesn't take very many. Ooh, that's a little close to that guy. Let's get out of here. Oh, another one right away. And a lot of times when there's 2 real close, one of them will have an echolocator. Let's see here. Inverted mirror. Okay, fine. Let's get out of here. Another inverted mirror in our inventory. Wow, look at that. 3 right near each other. Another inverted mirror. Now these guys are kind of on the alert, but I'm going to go ahead and take this. We will find one. Now, was I going south? Yeah, we'll go south. Look, another one. See, that's 4 really, really close together. If I was flying, I don't think I would have spotted these 4. So let's see. What do we got here? Inverted mirror. Okay, fine. Go back to going south so we know we're going in the same direction and we're not getting lost. Aha! Another one even. Inverted mirror. So far this planet's got a kind of a bad ratio, but I've found that a lot of times you might go 7 or 8 without one, and then you'll find 3 in a row that has a Echo Locator. So as I'm doing this, if you have any questions on this whole process, don't hesitate to ask a question, and I'll try and answer them. Keeping in mind that I'm not an expert. I just like the game. Okay, so far no luck on Echo Locators in about, what, 6 of those guys now. But I have a feeling that's going to change, because the odds are it will. One thing I came across yesterday, because I had yet to find a planet where I was running around in my exocraft doing this, where I found a spot where there was runaway mold. And I found everything else, and I thought, oh, okay, maybe it's something to do with this kind of systems. You're not going to. Let's get these guys. There are a lot of them here. But I actually found one last night that found a patch of runaway mold at one of these planets, and I think it was 16. And of course, you'll know when I play this game, one of the things you want is nanites. Yes, nanites. Nanites rule. Okay, we'll go south here. Keep going south. Oh, another thing too, if you're looking for the resonators, if you see an icon that says corrupted drone, there's a good chance there'll be one there. And yep, there we go. So, will we get our first Echo Locator of the day? Nope, another inverted mirror. And we'll get out of there, because I think I made them angry. Whoa, almost went in a cave. I've found that if you think you're going to drive into a cave, just hit your boost, and usually you'll do some crazy thing and go flying out of it. Well, we're going to run out of room going south here, it looks like. Oh, we'll kind of go over this direction. And there's another one for us. And see how the icon for the Sentinel is showing up, but the icon for the Dissonance Resonator is not. So that's why sometimes I'll just look for the Sentinel drone icon. Inverted mirror. Come on, guys. How'd you know I was going to do this on a stream? Okay. Haha. Okay, I'm going to do this. Very slow going, but it's not very far. I don't think these guys like me, though. Uh-oh, I'm stuck. There we go. Come on, you can do it. There we go. And there's another one over here. So what are we, like 0 for 9 here? Inverted mirror. Now, it could be this planet just has a low ratio. I have others that I've saved where the ratio is like 1 in 5, 1 in 6, 1 in 4. But like I've said, sometimes you'll be 0 for 9 and then you'll get 4 in a row that are what you want. Swarm is hunting. Okay, they'll leave me alone now. And we'll run up here and run into it to show that they don't get mad at you. And this one had an inverted mirror. You can run into this guy. He won't do anything. But as soon as you start shooting, they don't like that for some reason. Better get out of there. I'm getting... My weapon is in need of charging. They're going to come over here and get me if I don't get out of here pretty soon. But I don't want to miss out on the inverted mirror. Why? Nanites. Okay, let's get out of here. I'm getting hit. Okay. Here's another one over here. Now, if I go over here right now while they're kind of hunting for me, they might be a little aggressive. But let's see what happens here. Oh, yeah, they are. Okay. Now, if you mess around with these guys too much, you'll get killed. And you don't want to use your cannon too close to these things either, because you'll blow yourself up. How do I know that? Yeah. I've done it more than once. Whoa, boy, these guys are not liking me very much. Inverted mirror. You know what? We're going to kind of give up on this one. We're going to go over here and let the swarm go away. Boy, there it is. They're killing me here. I know I saw one over here. Well, oh, there it is. Swarm is hunting, 18 seconds. I'm just going to kind of play around over here. They're not going to find... Oh, I lied. Detected. So let's just keep going here. Well, we're going south again. I don't know what that's going to mean. Probably means we're going to run out of land. Okay. Well, you know what? Should we go back and get that one? Well, that might be the one we're looking for, right? Inverted mirror. Oh, they're still mad, aren't they? So, as you can see, we're having really, really good luck here in finding Echo Locators. That's kind of the way it goes sometimes. Well, you know what? Well, let's just go get some more radiant shards. And after I do this, I'll... Weapon charge depleted, yes. Another thing I realized the other day, I didn't have my cannons upgraded because I hardly ever used my cannon. And I don't believe I have the mining. Yeah, see, I don't have it fully upgraded either, which would make it mine quicker. Okay, let's see here. Where do we want to go? Okay, I see another one down there. So far we've been unlucky with Echo Locators, but you've seen how easy it is to find these guys, and it's not hard to get away from them. There again, like I said, don't shoot these guys too close with that cannon. You'll kill yourself. Oh, look over there. There's two of them. So I think we're like 0 for 12 here. Our luck has got to change. So that everybody in Vegas with a handle in their hand. Inverted mirror. Inverted mirror. Okay, it's getting a little crazy now. And see, that's what happens. That's what happens when you're not paying attention. I may not have gone where I intended to go, but I think I have ended up where I needed to be. There we go. So when you die, you end up by your ship again. And this time I think we're going to go north instead of south, maybe? Who knows? What the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to call my... Now, if I wanted to go, make sure I was going in the same direction, I would fly back to where my exocraft was, but we're going to go a different direction anyways, so it doesn't matter. But first thing you're going to need to do when you hop in is you're going to have to repair it, because you've been damaged. Okay, so we'll go north. I'm really hoping we'll find an Echo Locator pretty soon in one of these. If not, well, this doesn't take all day. I may say, hey, let's pretend that we got an Echo Locator from this guy, and here's what you do next. Radiant shards. Okay, while I'm here, I'm gonna get these and then I'm gonna throw these into my portable refiner, and we'll go ahead and add a little more fuel. We'll put this where we need that to be. So you're gonna go over here. Okay, let's do inverted mirrors first. So as you can see, 10 inverted mirrors equals 950 nanites. It only takes about a minute and a half to process, so we'll let that process. But if we don't find one with a Echo Locator soon, we are going to pretend, so that I can go on to show some of the other ways where you can find them. Boy, we are not having any luck here. You know what I'm going to do? I am going to call my ship, and we're just going to go fly to another part of the planet. This might have been in the inverted mirror county. We'll go north. Find an area that looks like it's got a lot of land mass. Looks like if we kind of land here and go north, we'll have quite a ways to go. So we're just going to land here anywheres. And we shall pull out our exocraft again. And now let's go to our refiner. And as you can see, 950 nanites. Now, crystal shards. I have them there. Well, it's not going to take 20 of them, but they'll only take 10. But you'll get 500 nanites. So we'll start that. So that's how you get nanites while doing this. And normally I would be shooting more of the crystal shards as I go around, but I'm trying to find a dissonance resonator with a Echo Locator. That's kind of what we're trying to do here. Echo Locator! Yay! So, going to get this guy. And we're going to get away from here. So we have found, that is how you find Echo Locators, using the exocraft method on a planet. Like I said, the flatter the planet, the better. And probably one with the least amount of vegetation, too, is better. So, let's say you've done that for a while now, and you've got 3 or 4 echolocators, and now you want to use that echolocator to find where you can go get a ship on a planet. Well, the thing is about the echolocators is it does not show you the location of a crashed, disabled Sentinel ship. It'll send you to a Sentinel encampment, and that's where you get the multi-tool and the ability to find the locations of the ships. But we don't really need that, so I'm not going to do that. Oh, one more. Let's make sure there's not an echolocator. No. So this planet obviously does not have a good ratio of echolocators to inverted mirrors. But that's okay. So what you do is you go into your inventory and you find your echolocators. Mine should be right about here. As you can see, I have 23 of them. I've been doing this quite a bit the last couple days. So you're going to resonate it, and this is going to send us to a Sentinel encampment. Where is my ship? Did I not call my ship? I must have gotten back in my exocraft. Okay, well, hey. Now this is one of the ships I found from a post on Reddit, and I like this one. It kind of reminds me of the ones you would see if you angered the Sentinels while you're out flying around. Oh, I kind of like this one. So now we'll go over here. So here we go. Ooh, look at all the resonators around this guy. And here's your Sentinel encampment. Now keep in mind there's wheelbarrows full of good stuff. Harmonic scrap it's called. And you get a suspicious packet of tech, that one. You will get multi-tool expansion slots. Sometimes expansion slots for your ship. Sometimes you'll get viscous fluids. But usually you'll get, there you go, storage augmentation. Usually you'll get at least 1 or 2 good items doing this. So it's definitely worth your time. Tainted metal. That's can be refined into nanites too, at a very good ratio. So, there you go. So now this is where the multi-tool is, and as you can see, it is harmonically sealed. So what do? Well, first I'm going to go over here. I don't know if this really does anything other than sometimes give you salvage glass or the inverted mirrors. So you'll take this and you'll have that, and then you'll go through this whole little thing, which I have no idea why. I don't think it does anything, but maybe it will someday. So you go over to this terminal And the first thing you have to do is you're going to scan the memory registers so that you can input the override glyphs to bypass the system here. So you're going to scan the... So, 7 and 6. 7 plus 6, 13. 9. And what is that, 15? And you do not have to put them in order. Matter of fact, I'll go up here and we'll go to 13, and then we'll do 9, and then we'll do 15. So it doesn't matter what order you do these in. And when you do it, you'll get this little message. Sure glad I learned basic math, and I didn't think I'd use it in life. So I usually deactivate the multi-tool seal first. And while I'm here, I go ahead and locate dissonance spikes. This is the location of the ship that's going to be on this planet. Each planet has the same one type of ship, as we found out the first week or so. So now sometimes you'll do this and nothing will happen. It's because you're on a planet that doesn't have any crash ships, and that's because it'll be an exotic planet. So there we go. So it's over that way somewhere. So now let's go here and see if maybe we got lucky and found a nice S-class. C-class. I don't need this, but if you wanted to take this, you would do the same thing you would do in any place where you're doing one of these, but I don't need it. So now, next step is to, well, since we're here, inverted mirror, okay. And I know I saw another one, but we're not going to worry about it. Now we're going to go find the ship. Looks like it could be right on the other side of this little mountain here, and a little further away even. And here we go. Let's see if we have a nice ship or not. Doesn't look like too bad of a ship. Most of the ones I found personally have not been very exciting looking. I did find one the other night I liked. This one's not bad. Now, one thing they did fix on the latest patch is you can scan it now and see, oh, this is an A-class. Before the last update, you couldn't do that. It wouldn't tell you. In order to see what class you had found, you had to kind of go here and see, okay, A-class. So, what you do then? Now, I always go over here. And this is where you can get some more inverted mirrors or good stuff. Walker brains, 10 walker brains, just like that. Those aren't easy to get before. Now you can get them quite often. We'll just go ahead and put these in our freighter. And once again, it does this whole thing. And I don't know if it means anything. They haven't really told us. But it's worth it to do it for the items you get. So then what you do is you go up here to your ship, and you're going to take these items here. What I didn't do the first time I came to one of these is I didn't take these items. I didn't know you had to do it right then, and I went and did something else, and then later on it wouldn't let me do it. So you're going to take those, just put them into your inventory. Now this one here, the hyaline brain, this is the one. This is what you're going to have to use. You need to get a different kind of brain in order to fly this ship. So what you do is you go to your inventory and you find that hyaline brain, and you're going to probe its subconscious, it says. Alien probes. Don't be afraid of those. So now that's going to give us another location we have to go visit. In order to claim this ship. And you'll see here, usually it doesn't even tell you what it is, but what it is, it's just going to be one of those little shrines where they send you for many other different reasons in No Man's Sky. Here we go. And one thing I've been doing since this all started and I'm going to these places is I'm making sure I get all 3 of the knowledge stones. Because especially on this save, it's my PC save, which isn't as far along as my PS5 save. So what you're going to do now is you're going to find, okay, this one's up there. You're going to have to find the part where you go and interact. And the ancient site stirs as I approach. Warmth radiates from the hyaline brain within my pack. And it goes through this little thing. Then you present the brain. And apparently I'm very clumsy because I almost drop it every time, it says. And the brain will now accept my presence. And this gives you the harmonic brain. And that's what you're going to use to claim the ship. Now the other brain, if you go to a planet and collect the items out of the ships and you don't ever use it, like I just did, let me show you what you can do with these. The hyaline brain, you can put that in a refiner and you get 230 nanites for every one of those. Or wait. Oh wait, that's from before. Okay, yeah, 230 nanites for every one of those. Now, you know, that's a good way to collect nanites too. So I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and refine this one while we're doing our thing. So now we have to go back to the crashed ship. So they make you work for it a little bit, but you can really make some good units grabbing these ships and scrapping them, which is a whole nother process. I've kind of gotten a quick, easy way to do that, but we're not going to go into that today. We might scrap one ship. We're not going to go to through the whole process. So now you're going to land. And these guys are taunting me. I see another dissonance resonator over there. They're taunting me. I'm telling you. They're saying, come check me out. I promise I'll have a Echo Locator. And I could have sworn I saw it. There we go. But they are taunting me. Another inverted mirror. Yeah, so this definitely is not a planet with a good ratio of inverted mirrors to Echo Locators. So anyways, you have that harmonic brain. You're going to come here to your ship that you have found. And you'll go here. And now, this is where you go and decide if you're going to claim the ship. And you hit compare. And it's an A class. If you wanted this ship, that's where you would claim it. Now I'm going to claim it and just show you the process of scrapping them. and show you how much you get for it. Here it says 77 million credits, or units, I'm sorry, units, but I don't think you'll get that many. I think it's probably going to be more like 50. So I'm going to go ahead and claim the ship. And just for the heck of it, let's see what this thing looks like. That's not a bad looking ship. Not one that I'm going to keep, but everybody has a different idea of what a good ship looks like. To some people, this would be the greatest ship in the world. And it's really not a bad ship. So, usually what I do, just to make it easy, and so far I haven't regretted it because I get attacked and I have a ship with hardly any weaponry, I'm just going to take this ship and we're going to fly to the space station. Here. And we'll just scrap the ship and see what we get. Yeah, about 54 million. That's, and you do that, you can, some planets you can, I have one planet I got 9 ships before it sent me to an empty, already claimed location. And it didn't take that long, so you can earn some pretty serious units doing this. And I always come over here and I get rid of the upgrades that I just got. And once again, more nanites. And just for the heck of it, there's a few upgrades I'm looking for my exocraft, now that they actually have a real use. Minotaur cannon, I don't need that to have all those upgrades. Let's just make sure there isn't one here I need. Launch thrusters module, I think I might need some of those to really fully equip my ships. And here's where you check out the multi-tool at the station. It's an A, nothing all that great. And here I am in need of upgrades for multi-tools because I got a couple of the Sentinel ones that I want to finish equipping. Scanner module, I know I need one of those. Bolt caster I don't use. Okay, so now we're going to go back to that planet. And like a dummy, I did not mark on the planet where the Sentinel encampment is. And usually I will do that so that I go back to it. I think I'm going to actually have to use another Echo Locator to find it. But first thing I'm going to do is back down here to the planet. We're just going to land anywhere we can. And once again, it looks like we got to the ocean part of this. Let's see if we can make this precise landing here. Switch ships. I don't know why I want to switch ships. This is the one I call my minivan. Kind of looks like a minivan. But, you know, I gotta fly my coolest ship here today. So now what we're gonna do is, let's say you got to this planet and you don't want to mess with Sentinels at all. Well, you can. All you need to do, go to your inventory, and you will need to have a Sentinel boundary map. You get those if you fight the waves of Sentinels on a normal, non-corrupted Sentinel planet. I don't have a lot of those. I put one in my inventory. I think I have like 8 or 9 of them. So you're going to plot a route to the Sentinel pillar on this planet. And now what you're going to do is you're going to go and you are going to disable the Sentinels on this planet. And as long as you don't reload a save or leave the planet or the system, the Sentinels will be deactivated for the whole time you're on that planet. And what that means is you can fly around looking for dissonance resonators and not get out of your ship. That's not my preferred way because I like to get the radiant shards and everything else while I'm in the process. But if all you wanted to do was get an Echo Locator and didn't care about any of that, you can do this. And once we do this, I'll show you another nice thing about doing it this way. And I always thought when you got to one of these places they would attack you. He's just looking at me. He knows I'm here, but he's not upset. And you'll go here. And you will shut down Sentinel forces. And might as well see what kind of multi-tool it has. Oh, look at that. It's only a C-class, but it's been a while since I've got an exotic multi-tool in one of these, but I don't need it. Sometimes you'll find an S-class, though. So, we're out of here. We've shut down the Sentinels. And the ones that were here, they drop these things. They're combat supplies. And sometimes you get some pretty good stuff. Oh, we got an Echo Locator somehow. Apparently that's another way to get Echo Locators. So we've gotten all those, and if you're nanite hungry, shoot these little three places here. I can't remember what it's called. Pillar control node, and you get nanites for that. Now, if you plan on being on this planet again, and normally I would have marked the Sentinel encampment this way, but I will usually mark the Sentinel pillar with a save beacon. And I usually do it with a red one. Sentinel pillar red kind of makes sense. And that way, should you log off, you don't have to use one of those maps to come back here and shut everything down again. So, because I did not mark the location of the Sentinel encampment earlier, darn it, I'm going to have to use another Echo Locator, but we have plenty of them, so it's no big deal. Especially since we just got one. But now, we're going to go over here. I'm just going to mark this before I show you. Actually, I could show you when we get over here, because there was a dissonance resonator right here by this place, if I remember right. and we've gone quite a way away from it. I'm pretty sure there's only one Sentinel encampment on each planet, but I could be wrong. I'm not sure. But I believe there's just the one. Well, come on. Don't be shy. Get out further in space and it'll let you go. Well, okay, I think we can just go this way now. And honestly, I can't tell if this is the same location or not, but it doesn't look like it. So I may have just found out that there's more than one of these locations. I have actually come across one of these just flying around a planet, so. Yeah, I don't see that dissonance resonator around here anywhere. So let's land over here. And actually, I guess I'll know, because if the little well barrels are empty, it would mean, yeah, it must be the one I was at. Oh, hi. Oh, there's one. Okay, so I'll remember that. So now let me go ahead and mark this. And I guess there's a beast here that doesn't like me on this planet. He keeps trying to come after me. We're going to mark this with a save beacon. Now, I usually mark the Sentinel encampment with a yellow one. I don't know why, but it's what I do. But this way I can find it again, especially if you're going to be scrapping the ships and going through the process and doing it 3 or 4 times. So now if you wanted to right now, you can come over here, and I'm going to go ahead and do it, and you can find another dissonance spike. Now some planets, I've only gotten one location, and if I go back here now, it'll be empty. Matter of fact, I think we're going to do that. Can't remember if that was the same direction or not. I usually try to pay attention. Yep, got all this. You know what I didn't do though? Just to make sure. See, yeah, I must be at the same one. So now let's go over here to our ship, and there's a dissonance resonator right over here. We're going to try and show you how you can shoot them from the air. Okay, so now normally if you don't disable the Sentinels, if you shoot one of these from the air, you have about 3 seconds to land, and then you won't be able to land anymore because the Sentinels will have come and gotten you. Now as you can see the little green spots? That's where the Sentinels that protect this guy were all located. So you could shoot those from the air and collect whatever was in those. And you can shoot this and you will not get anybody mad at you. And we got an inverted mirror from that one. So that's another way of going about this so that you don't, if you don't want to have to worry about Sentinels at all. Okay, here's another one. Let's just see here. Oh, another thing I like to do when I do come across these, if you're on a pirate controlled system planet and you shoot these, you won't get attacked, but all the other little sentinels around there will be there. So usually what I'll do before I shoot the resonator is I'll shoot a missile. Bam! And that kills them all usually. Sometimes you might have one left. And I didn't mean to hit the land button. We'll just go over here and kind of check this guy out. There's nothing to interact with on these though. And there we go. I knew there was a couple barrels over here. Yeah, these guys don't like me. Wow, another one. So this is not a very friendly planet. So anyways, if you wanted to shoot them from the air, either on a planet that has sentinels, and you disable them, or if you went to a corrupted planet in a pirate-controlled system, you can shoot them from the air and not even worry about it. What do we got here? Oh, we have two of them here. And I'm not seeing any of those little barrels. That's weird. So let's see. Maybe we'll get lucky here. Inverted mirror ×2. So anyways, I happen to pick a planet that has a very low ratio of Echo Locators to inverted mirrors. But that's the process. That's the way, some of the ways you can do it and find them. And the key thing is to find a dissonant system, and then you'll find a corrupted sentinel planet in that system. So let's just see if we can find another one for the heck of it. And like I said, be careful if you are doing it from the air like this, that you don't shoot these guys if you're on a planet controlled by sentinels, or the sentinels are still awake. Anyway, here's what I would do too. Bam! And that kills them if they are there. And will we get lucky? No. Boy, this is really bad. Oh, there's another one. Let's see if we get lucky here. And you can see the little barrels all around it. And inverted mirror. I could not have picked a worse planet to show you this. I swear the ratio is better than this usually. I promise. Inverted mirror. So I've shown you how to go to a planet that has sentinels that will attack you. And you can turn the sentinels off and fly around and shoot them like I just did, or you can do the exocraft method, which for some reason I just kind of prefer. I'm not really sure why. So I'm going to kind of do that again. Then I'll go out into off the planet. I'll show you one more time what to look for in the different systems, and maybe we'll try and find a pirate control system. But if you're watching this on a replay and you have any questions or anything that's not answered, just shoot me a message. I'll be more than happy to answer that. And please, subscribe to my channel and all that good stuff. Like it, share it. But, so, let's just see if we can find one dissonance resonator and see if we can change our luck. The red carbon crystals, condensed carbon crystals, are one that I normally won't pass up. I don't know why, because it's very easy to get condensed carbon, because all you gotta do is find carbon and put it in a refiner, but I'm weird. And again, more Sentinel shards. I shoot those when I'm out here doing this in the exocraft. I'm not gonna do a whole lot of it right now, but because you can refine those. And if you're, and one thing I find with this update, they've added all these new ships, and they've given us everything we need to upgrade those ships in the whole process. Because the little wheelbarrows, you can get storage augmentations, and lots of new ways to make nanites. So that if you have a C class that you found, but you really like the ship, well, they've given you a good way to collect nanites so that you can upgrade that ship to an S class. I'm sure that's one reason why they gave us all these options and ways to get nanites just a little easier. And I can't pass this one up. Boy, time sure flies when you're having fun. I've been streaming my first scheduled stream and it's over an hour already. So, come on, we just need to find, well, there we go. I just want to see if we get lucky here. I'll even run into them. Oh, no! Another inverted mirror. And since you don't have to worry about doing this quickly, you can also just shoot them with your laser so you don't blow yourself up. And more condensed carbon. So before we go out into space though, I want to do one last thing. I want to show you, I want to check and see if indeed there would be more than one disabled ship on this planet. I've found some planets have it, some planets don't. Is this guy very fast? Nah, we'll get in our ship first. I don't like killing them unless I have to. So let's go find. What am I missing here? Oh, that's right. I already told it to show me the location. I thought I was going to have to go back to the Sentinel encampment, but now all we have to do is go over here. So this would be either the location of the ship that you got earlier, or hopefully another location. Like what? And like, I had 9 one night, but usually it's more like 2 or 3. And as you can see, this is the same location because the ship's gone. Now, there is perhaps a way to find more locations other than using the terminal at the Sentinel encampment. I believe the locator you get if you do the whole freighter battle thing where the Sentinel freighter plops in and you shoot that. I cannot remember the name of the item you get. I believe that locator sends you to one of these locations. I don't believe it sends you to the Sentinel encampment, but I could be wrong. I've only actually done that twice. And to be honest with you, I can't remember what it did. So had there been another ship, this is where you would go, collect that ship. And normally what I do at the Sentinel encampment is I'll put a place where you can warp to the space station. So I would pick up the ship, fly to the Sentinel encampment, go to the space station, scrap it. From there I would warp back to the Sentinel encampment, find another location, and repeat the process. But we're not going to do that today. If anybody would like to see me do that, let me know, and I'd be more than happy to. So now we're going to go up to space, and let's see if we can find a dissonant system that's pirate controlled. Just so I can show you the difference. So, Dissonant Advanced. Now, if you were to go to this one, to be honest, I'm not sure what would you'd get. I believe you could find the dissonant resonators on those planets, but you won't find any spaceships in that system. So anyways, back to finding a dissonant system. That's pirate control. Let's see here, I missed that one. Black market, there we go. So that's what you're looking for. Dissonant black market system. And you can go to the planet here and shoot those sentinels from the sky and you won't get attacked. Let's see here, what's our planet that we need to find? Activated indium. Remember when that used to be worth a lot? Here we go. Nice cold corrupted sentinel planet. So I guess the deal is in these systems, just like if you shoot freighters, as long as you shoot just the freighters and not the containers that are floating around it, you won't get attacked by sentinels. Yeah. I do not want to fight with you guys. I'll fly. I'll land. I'm not gonna be able to. Okay. Here we go. It must be fight day. As you can see, sometimes I'll shoot them till the shields go down, and then I'll just hit them with a missile. And that's it. Okay. So now what we need to find is a distance resonator on the surface of this planet. Hopefully it won't be too hard to find them on this one. And you will see them in your HUD up above, that same icon. But it's, for me, it just seems more difficult trying to find them on most planets from the air. But that could just be me. Everybody, of course, will have their preference. Some people, I'm sure, would say, think the exocraft system that I like is nuts. Okay, come on now. I'm not even seeing them. There we go. Okay, so we are in the right kind of system. I wasn't seeing any of the radiant shards even. Come on now. And see, when you do it from the air, you can't harvest the radiant shards. That's one reason why I like the other method. You can shoot these guys all you want. Nothing's going to happen. Okay, let's go over here a little bit. Another thing I like about these Sentinel ships is you can hover really nice in these, which really comes in handy if you want to do a little mining from the air. Not a whole lot on this planet, but you know, not only is there not a whole lot to mine, there's no dissonance resonators that I can find here so far. I just need to find one to show what happens. Come on, don't make me to find another planet. If I can't find one here pretty soon, I'll just go to one that I know has them. Okay, there's one. Yay! So what? Now you can see the Sentinels flying around. Let's shoot a missile in that area. And as you can see, bam, took care of those. And now we'll shoot this guy. And when we hit Echo Locator, yay! So that's how you get Echo Locators from a planet that is Sentinel controlled, and you don't have to turn the Sentinels off to shoot them from the air. And some people will prefer finding them from the air, others won't. And of course, some planets are easier to spot them on than others. One thing I do recommend is, if you like to shoot them from the air, find a planet that doesn't have a whole lot of tall trees and stuff that you'll bump into while you're cruising around looking for them. So that's really kind of it. That's how you find the right kind of system to get the Corrupted Sentinels. How you get the Echo Locators by taking care of those dissonance resonators. And, whoa, another one. Another archive. And I've noticed that a lot of times these ship locations are right in these areas. But, oh, another thing, on this planet here, there will be no ship. You could use, it won't let you use the Echo Locator. And as I said that, it'll probably let me do it, but let's see what happens. I'm pretty sure it'll give you that message. So we got 24 of them. Okay. Now it okay, so I am wrong. Or is this just going to be... This is going to be the Sentinel encampment. Okay, I gotta see if I prove myself wrong now and there's no ships here. Oh, I know what it is. If this ship was an or if this planet was an exotic planet of some kind, the one with the one of the planets with the I can't remember the name. You know, you pick the things up and you know they put them in your base. The bubbles and all that. I can't think of the names of the other ones right at the moment. Then there would be no ship. But since this is a normal planet, maybe there is. So let's find out. do the wheelbarrows first. So as you can see, you get storage augmentations and everything you need really to upgrade your ships. By doing all this, you just gotta do it. Okay. Oh, let's do this, see if we get anything good here. Nope. Well, runaway mold. A few nanites there. So, let's see what we have here. $12,911. Unless I did that too quickly. Deactivate the multi-tool case. And let's go ahead and scan for a ship and see what happens. Yep, so, okay, so if you go to a black market system and it's one of the exotic type planets, then you won't get a ship. But if it's on a normal planet, one of the standard planets that you come across, like I believe it's Hyberbian planet, then you will get a ship. I did not know that until just now. And we're all trying to figure this thing out. Okay, it's snowy here. Where's my ship? I know it's got to be here somewhere, right? Hey, this way. Where did I park? I didn't want anybody to ding my doors, so that's why I parked way over here. And now we'll find the disabled ship. Yeah, what do we have? It's going to be kind of hard to tell, but let's see. It's not a bad looking ship. What do we got here? A B. So I'm not going to do any of that right now. So I believe I have pretty much covered everything you need. Well, not everything you need to know, because I'm still learning, obviously. But that is how you find the systems. We'll go back up here. And we'll just kind of review a little bit. So from the galaxy map, you're going to look for dissonant systems. And it's going to be right there next to where it says water. Dissonant comfortable. Now here we are, dissonant prosperous. Let's go there real quick. I mean, I've got nowhere else to go. I'm retired. Now, if I thought I was going to be farming ships from this planet, it makes it easier if you go to the space station first, because that way you can warp to the station from your Sentinel encampment without flying that ship that has really basically very few weapons all the way to the space station, and they're a little slower because they don't have upgrades. So I just found it's quicker to come here, hop out, and then I'll usually go up here and just see if there's any of the upgrades I'm currently looking for. Mostly right now I'm just trying to finish upgrading my exocraft because I had never really bothered much. Nope, don't need none of those, so I'm not gonna worry about it. I feel sorry for all the other poor ships. Nobody wants them anymore. I still like my Rasas though. Oh, let's find our planet. Corrupted Sentinels on a dusty planet. See, this ship might be actually a very nice one, because I found dusty planets, they don't have a whole lot of, they don't usually have a lot of tall vegetation that gets in the way of flying low. Although we're not in a black market system, but I could go to this planet and disable the Sentinels, and then you could fly low looking. But I'm just curious what kind of ship this one has. Ah, hello. So we could either go find another Echo Locator, or I can just use one of the ones I have. And again, if you wanted to, you could go disable the Sentinels by using the Sentinel boundary map. There it is over here. Where is this thing? There we go. And if I find a planet that seems particularly good, instead of marking the Sentinel encampment, I'll make a little base there, and that's where I'll put the ability to warp to and from the space station and all that, and back to it. I'm not going to do that here. I may mark it though. Nah, we're not even going to mark it right now, because I have some systems that are planets that are really good. I can't see this one being any better. Okay, let's go see. First we'll see what the multi-tool's like, and then we'll just go see what the ship's like. And then that's probably going to be it. If you're watching this down the road and you have any questions, or I didn't answer your questions. Oh wait, I hit the wrong button. Just make a comment and I'll try to get the answer for you. So let's see. Wow, 23 minus 10. I've never seen one that high. So 13.94. Deactivate the seal, and get the location of the ship on this planet. And what do we have here? A small one. Oh, hello, wrong button. And an A class. Don't need it, I have plenty. Fly over here. This one's interesting looking, I think. This one's a little different looking. Not one I think I want to keep, but not bad. And it is an, oh, it's an S-Class! Woohoo! Yeah! So I'm going to go ahead here and we're going to put the save beacon down. Now, because I haven't shut down the Sentinels on this planet, sometimes I would mark the ship with a red one, but let's go ahead and mark it with the, we'll mark it with a, well, the blue sometimes is too light, it doesn't show up very well, so we'll do the lilac. That way I know. And I'm also going to have to use another, I didn't mark the Sentinel encampment, but we're definitely going to on this planet because we found an S-Class ship. Oop, not the light. So we're going to take this stuff out. And we're just going to go ahead and do the process now because we can't give up an S-Class. I mean, if nothing else, even if I don't want to keep it, I'll scrap it. Here we go. Probe the subconscious. Little thirsty here. I have my No Man's Sky cup that my wife made. Just water. And did I do what I need to do? Or did I not? Yeah, there we go. Turn in our Hylian brain for a harmonic one here. Oh good, no steps to climb. I was getting tired. Harmonic brain. what I find odd is you can't refine the harmonic brain into anything, but the other one you can. Now we'll go back to the ship. We're going to claim it, and then I'm probably going to go find the Sentinel encampment again. I should have marked it, huh? Or did I? Oh, no, I don't think I did. Go here, we'll present it with the harmonic brain. Compare. Look at that nice S-class ship. Yay! I'm going to claim it for now. Not really sure if I would keep it or not, but it's a little different. But it's an S-class, you could always scrap it. So just for the heck of it here, I'm going to leave this up for a second so that the glyphs are there, and if you're watching this you can do a screenshot or whatever. So, and I am in Euclid, so you could get to this planet yourself and find this ship, S-class ship. It's going to be marked with a purplish marker, I believe. I think this is where it should be. Okay, here's my save beacon. Oh, I landed on it almost. So anyways, if you happen to come to this planet, it should be marked. And now we're going to find the Sentinel encampment again. And I'm going to put down a little base. I wasn't planning on doing this, but since we found an S ship, we're going to have to use another Echo Locator because I didn't mark the location. But as I've shown you, they're not that hard to get. You just have to find the right system, and you of course have to get a little luckier than I did, because one thing this planet isn't good for is getting Echo Locators, at least not so far. Now the weird thing is I could log out, come back, and it might be totally different. Oh wait, we're on another planet, huh? This isn't the one I was doing. So I don't know about this one. So let me put a little base marker here, and I'll show you what I do after I do. Base. Now I don't know about you, but on my PlayStation the screenshots of these bases don't show up when you're at when you're trying to warp to your bases. But I found on my PC, if I do it this way, this method here, let's see, we'll just call this Sentinel encampment. That's all we need to do. And then I take a screenshot of the base. Like that. And then I go down here and hit leave. And usually that gives me a thumbnail when I go to look at my base later on. Not every time though. But if you don't do it right away, I found that I won't get it. Okay, so now I'm thinking this might be a different Sentinel encampment, because I could swore I grabbed all this. Maybe I didn't, but it just seems different. So I guess if I wanted to waste a few Echo Locators, I could go to a planet and use 2 or 3 and see if I keep going to the same place. Okay, so then what I usually do right over here is I get the canvas gazebo. I go right here and I enlarge it somewhat, and I put 2 of them. And now what I'll do is put a teleport module, and I need metal plating to do that. So let's go ahead and we'll make a few. Should have just went ahead and did more, but I'm going to need some when I make the solar generators. And what else do I need? I'm going to go ahead and make a hydrogen jelly, so when I go to make my save marker. So, base teleport module. I usually put it right here. And then I put this comes in handy if you're scrapping a bunch of ships. Oh, we need microprocessors now. I'm just going to go ahead and make some of these because I think I'm going to need it. Okay, now we can put that in there if we hit the right button. And for some reason I always make this yellow. I don't know why. And I put that right here. That comes in handy later if you're on a planet with a lot of different locations and you're scrapping ships. And now we need to give it power. And obviously it's nighttime, so the power's not going to work right now, but I'm sure you get the idea here, so that you can come back here and teleport quickly from here to the space station and back. Comes in handy if you're scrapping a bunch of ships on this planet. Okay, you can do this. And now we'll give it some batteries. I usually just go 3 and 3. I believe you can get by with 2 and 2, or 2 generators to 3 batteries or something like that, but I'm not 100% sure. So I usually just make sure. That way if somebody comes here, they're not getting here and there's no power. And did I do this right? Yes, I did. So that is usually what I will do. Now I have this other ship, the S-class ship, just for the heck of it. Let's see if it sends us back to the same location. And, yeah, see, this was open, so I don't know. I think the whole process might be a little glitchy once in a while. No? Okay. 8, 9, 14. I know that's where I got confused just now. I thought I'd taken the multi-tool, but I hadn't, so that's why it was still there. So this is definitely a different location. So I think I proved that there is more than one Sentinel encampment on a planet, and I only thought there was one. And we'll go see what our next ship is. What class it is anyways. And then we're gonna wrap this up for the day. And if anybody's interested, I could show you the whole routine I do for scrapping ships. Yeah, see, this is the same location. But that's right, I never did anything with the ship. This is the one I already own. Unless this thing's gonna act weird on us. But I should already own this one. It should be my S. Yeah, see, this is the one I already own. Now I'll decide what to do with this later. Probably won't keep it. It's not like, I don't look at it and go, wow, I am so lucky to have found this one. But it's not bad. And everybody has different tastes. That's why there's so many different ships in this game. And sometimes I see people fly a ship, I'm like, oh my god, that ship's ugly. And they probably look at mine and say the same thing. So anyways, I hope this was helpful in helping you find the type of system where you'll find dissonance resonators and echo locators and crashed Sentinel ships. Once again, if you found this informative, interesting, helpful, please like it, share it, and subscribe to my channel. And I just want to say thank you very much for watching today, and we will see you next time.